Get ready, start. First of all, I would like to say that I have been an admirer of the Indian Railways for its critical support to the life and living of the people in the country. Secondly, it has had an impressive record on several counts in recent years. Railways carry as freight items like processed minerals, food grains, etc. It has manufacturing as well as repair and maintenance units. It has also very good organizations like the RITES and the IRCON, which have done extremely well in terms of operating results. In this connection, let me compliment the Honorable Minister for his very bold confession on the day he took charge that he was taking charge of the railways in a very good condition. Mr. Vice Chairman, we know that the Honorable Railway Minister was a very eminent trade union leader. Particularly, he was a union leader in the railway industry itself. Perhaps this switch over to the other side of the fence, though agonizing, is a challenge to him, and I am sure he is getting the feel of the challenge and measuring up to it. The performance of the railways during the 11th five-year plan has been really impressive. It has generated rupees 527 crores of surplus, reduced the deferred dividend, and it has reduced its dependence on the general budget. It is of the order of only 41% now. It has also successfully resorted to the instruments of internal resource generation and external resource mobilization from the market. Modernization of workshops, renewal of tracks and coaches, as well as rolling stock have been high on the agenda, and most of these have been met with a general degree of satisfaction. Computerization of passenger services has been a very welcome thing, and a large part of the general public is enjoying its fruits. I do realize the problem of resources and the other kinds of things which the Honorable Minister had raised. For example, how it is going to affect the job prospects, etc. But sir, the fact remains that the railways have to earn the confidence and the support of the commercial clients. The commercial clients depend primarily on the quality of freight service offered by the railways. As far as the freight service is concerned, railways have a commercial problem. They are competing with the truck industry. The railway freight service is mainly dependent on the quality of service provided by the railways, the cost and the time involved in that context.